On a glorious and beautiful fall afternoon from the northern suburbs of Atlanta, we welcome you to the campus of the Mount Vernon School, where today the Mustangs will play host to the Athens Christian Academy Eagles in GHSA Class A private football. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our coverage. I'm Chandler Lee along with Max Hansen. It is great to be with you today as the Eagles take on the Mustangs. Let's pick up where we left off. A couple weeks ago, Mount Vernon went on the road, got their first ever win at Mount Perrin, had a bye week to get ready for this week.
Yeah, as you said, Chandler, every coach's dream. You get a shutout win, 17-0. Then you get that bye week, right, to get healthy, focus on things, and now you're back here with a lot of confidence.
And in that win against Mount Perrin, it was key late, a touchdown by Liam O'Toole to get that victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, 17-0, and this team comes in with a ton of confidence right now.
Meanwhile, Athens Christian is 3-0. They are unbeaten, and they are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a team that's 3-0 for the first time since 1997, so they've got a ton of confidence as well. But then you factor in that Janaeus Davis is back. They're all everything elite running back, so they are ready to go as well.
The good thing for the Mustangs and head coach Wayne Dabbs, they have power on the offensive end too.
Yeah, absolutely, and that starts with quarterback Blake Keitel, number 18, a senior. He's in charge of that offense. He has thrown for over 900 yards already, Chandler, in this early part of the season, and he's going to spread the ball around to a bunch of different receivers today.
Unbelievable. We can't wait to watch it unfurl. It is the Eagles and the Mustangs, and it's coming your way next right here on SUV TV. Stafford.
Looks like everything's set here, Chandler. We're ready to go.
Could not ask for a better day weather-wise.
Absolutely not. It's got just enough chill in the air to make it feel like football.
The Eagles will kick it away. Mount Vernon will receive. Kicker is Johan Fuentes. 12 minutes on the clock. And we are set for football at Mount Vernon. Guarantee it's the first game played today in the GHSA. There's the opening whistle, and the kick is away. From the 15, Mount Vernon will return it up the near sideline. As Liam O'Toole had it and brought it near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, great coverage by the Eagles. I'm sure they're pleased with that start.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Mount Vernon.
Like we mentioned in the open, Chandler, this starts with Blake Keitel, the quarterback, told me this week that he wanted the ball first, wanted to set the tone, and he's going to get his chance. We'll see what he does here.
He's great at doing that. As you mentioned, he's already close to 1,000 yards passing, and that's just in 3 games. Unbelievable. But Blake will be the first to tell you, he's got a lot of touchdowns on his resume, but he's got to cut down on the interceptions.
Yep, he'll tell you that. He'll tell you to clean it up.
Keitel will throw in the flats, and it's dropped. That was Cam Jasper on the screen, and a 2nd down.
Yeah, no surprise we come out throwing here. Mustangs like to put it in the air.
Mount Vernon averaging just over 21 points a ball game. They are allowing 28. The Eagles of Athens Christian are only allowing 7 points a ball game. Second down and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line of Mount Vernon. Keitel passes across the middle, and it's caught. Jonathan Gallinero with the reception.
Yeah, got Blake Keitel there already trusting the freshman to make that route, run a good route, secure the ball.
So Keitel 1 for 2 in the early going. Almost got 10 yards, and they're going to call timeout, I think, to measure this. Or they may just give it a first down. It is a first down. They will move the chains. So Gallinero, a freshman, picks up 10 yards, and it's a Mount Vernon first down. Keitel again, screen pass. Jasper near side, complete. He breaks a couple tackles down to the 40, where he has stopped and into Athens Christian territory.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of those quick passes from Keitel today, and one of the challenges for this Eagle defense is can they make tackles out in space, right? Yards after the catch, Jasper there doing a great job turning that upfield.
So another first down for Mount Vernon. Both of them have come via the pass, as Keitel looks to this near sideline for the play call from head coach Wayne Dabbs and offensive coordinator J.P. Hogan. Keitel back to pass. He's going deep. Near sideline. Wide open is Andrew Douglas. Touchdown, Mount Vernon. 38 yards.
Yeah, this is a combination that's been working for Mount Vernon all year, that Keitel to Douglas combination, and boy, did Andrew show off his speed right there, getting all the way to the end zone.
We weren't sure if he was going to play. He's been battling a little bit of a foot injury this past week. Well, that foot looked okay right there.
Yeah, I would say he looked pretty good there, Chandler, running right past the defense, getting to his spot.
So William Lavender will come on and attempt the extra point. High snap, down. Keitel got it down, and it's through the uprights and good. Well, it wasn't the prettiest, but it'll work, and it's 7-0 Mount Vernon.
Yeah, but I'll tell you there, Keitel made a bunch of good throws on that drive, but the best play on that drive was probably getting that snap down right there to get the extra point conversion through for William Lavender.
So 7-0 Mount Vernon, 10:50 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back on SUV TV. Mount Vernon will kick it off.
Took the Mustangs just 1 minute and 5 seconds to get down the field there with that quick strike passing game. We'll see what the Eagles have in response.
Eagles have Nayland Curry back to receive. Also have Navy Curry to receive. They are brothers, and their stepbrother is their star player, Janaeus Davis. Lavender's hand goes up in the air, comes up and will pooch kick it. It's fielded just before the 30-yard line, and Curry is brought down. What a tackle by Liam O'Toole.
Yeah, that's a great tackle by O'Toole, and talking to the coaches this week, they mentioned that he had just an extremely good week of practice, so it's no surprise to see him making a play early.
Well, he's bringing that momentum that he had from that touchdown that he scored late in the game at Mount Perrin to seal that victory for Mount Vernon.
And Chandler, we're going to see really quick here the contradiction in styles between Mount Vernon and Athens Christian. Athens Christian relying on that running game.
So here we go. First play on offense for the Eagles. It is a handoff. They get it to Ashton Bryant. Bryant up the far side, and he gains about 6 yards.
Offensive coordinators will take 6 yards on first down. Looks like we have a penalty, though, motion penalty against the Eagles. That's not what offensive coordinators like, Chandler.
So that's the first penalty of the ball game.
Especially, Chandler, for a team that likes to run the football starting at 1st and 15. Behind the chain's not where you want to be.
So 1st and 15 from the Athens 28-yard line. Got 2 out to the near side, 1 out to the far side, along with a tight end and 1 in the backfield. Quarterback hands off this time. Get it to Janaeus Davis, the big guy, and he stepped out of bounds just before the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, it's a positive play, but more than anything else, you're coming back off ACL surgery. You've been out a long time. You want to get that first play under your belt, take a little bit of a hit, find your groove and your rhythm.
Davis got 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Ball on the 34-yard line. Athens dressed out in the purple pants, white tops, and the gold helmets. 3 out to the near side, 2 in the backfield with the quarterback Caleb Williams. Receives the snap, quick throw, near side, it is complete. Ethan Christian in front of the Mount Vernon bench. He'll pick up the first down and move the chains for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a big pickup now that penalty's erased. Got outside all the way up to midfield.
Pass complete to Ethan Christian.
So a 12-yard completion. It's a first down. And the football just in Mount Vernon territory on the 49-yard line. Caleb Williams, the quarterback, putting Davis in motion now behind him, making sure he's set. Snap, handoff to Davis, right up the gut. Mount Vernon has Davis wrapped up right around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, so right now we've already seen with Davis, we've seen his ability to get outside on the first play, that time running between the tackles and taking 3 Mustangs to get him down. We can see his power as well. He's an impressive young man.
Play gained about 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 7. And you can tell that the Eagles like to take their time on offense. They're in no hurry whatsoever.
Yeah, like we said, 2 totally different styles here that we're looking at today.
Eagles will overload the far right side. Davis in the backfield next to the quarterback. Caleb Williams. 7-0 Mount Vernon. 9-10 and ticking in the first quarter. A give to Davis. Cuts up the middle. And he is met by a couple of Mustangs and brought down. Michael Lotz in on the tackle.
Yeah, good pursuit there. Obviously, the Mount Vernon coaches challenging their defensive players, especially the linemen, to be physical. You know Athens Christian's going to be running that football, and you got to be ready to meet that challenge.
Pickup of about 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Big spot here in the first quarter.
Yeah, interesting call for the coaches here, right? You're a run-first team, 3rd and 3. Pass and run, both an option here. It'd be interesting to see what they go with.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Williams claps his hands once, receives the ball. It's a handoff up the middle. Asa Callow gets it, and I don't know if he got the first down.
Yeah, Mount Vernon was definitely ready on that play for the interior run.
Did not get the first down. Callow got a yard, so it'll be 4th and 2, and we'll see if the Eagles will go for it here with decent field position. If you have to turn it over, I think you go for it here.
Yeah, I think that's the call here, and you can see they didn't have any hesitation. Here comes Caleb Williams back out onto the field, ready to lead this 4th down play.
Now, how much do you want to wager that the ball is going to go to Davis?
Well, I'm not a betting man, Chandler, but I think there's a pretty good chance here. Yeah, one way or the other.
Let's find out. Davis is in the backfield. Extra linebackers on the line to protect him. Handoff to Davis, and he squeaks away, and he just got the first down.
Yeah, again, we've talked about it with the power too, the combination of the power and the speed. He needed to rely on that power right there. He was able to break several tackles to get to that first down line.
So a pickup of about 5 for Davis.
Again, you said it, Chandler. There is no doubt that ball control is a part of this game plan for Athens Christian. They know that Mount Vernon's going to try to strike quickly, and they want to have long drives, time-consuming drives.
1st and 10 from the Mount Vernon 38-yard line for Athens Christian, who are obviously from Athens, Georgia, Bulldog Country. They have a big game tomorrow. Williams fakes the pass and now will just throw it away as he was about to get sacked. And on the pass rush for Mount Vernon was Jackson Hammond. Good D there by Mount Vernon.
Absolutely. Again, and Chandler, you'll notice I didn't touch that Georgia-Auburn reference you made just then. I've got too many friends on both sides. I don't want anybody mad at me tonight.
Yeah. Smart. You're a smart man.
I'll take that. Thank you, Chandler.
6:40 on the game clock in the first quarter. 7-0 Mount Vernon. Mustangs on their opening drive struck with a long pass by Blake Keitel to Andrew Douglas. 38-yard touchdown pass, and now it's Athens' turn, still on their first series. Williams passes to the far side, and it is complete. That's Nayland Curry on the reception.
Yeah, good quick pitch and catch there. It was interesting, that alignment, Chandler. They went with 3 wide receivers all on the short side of the field, and that's where they went.
Play gained about 6. Caleb Williams is now 2 for 2, 18 yards.
Yeah, and if there's one thing we know about him, he's going to be in sync with the head coach. It's his dad, right? So
yeah.
We know they've got that chemistry going and with their play calling for sure.
And a little bit more on that when we have a stoppage in play. Williams receives the ball, will hand it off, and the Mustangs are all over it. Yeah. Not much going there for the run game, and that brings up 4th down.
Absolutely. Another decision here for the Athens Christian side. You know, and in talking with the defensive coaches at Mount Vernon this week, whether Davis was going to play or not, they knew they were preparing for a run-first team.
Yep.
Right? So you can see the evidence of that already. This is a defensive line and linebacking core that has been prepared to face the run all week.
And we have a timeout. I believe it's called by Athens Christian, and it is. So with 6 minutes to play, we have a timeout here at the Vern. 7-0 Mustangs. Back in just a moment for more Mount Vernon football on SUV TV.
Much do they need here? 5, 4.
Timeout is over. It's the first time out of the ball game. Smart timeout there by Athens Christian. And their head coach, Chris Williams, in his 7th year with the Eagles. 4th down, Eagles are going to go for it here. Williams directly under center. One out to the near side. It's a handoff. And I don't think they got it.
Yeah, no, they went empty backfield there.
The runner was Curry, and he didn't pick up anything. Nayland Curry.
Yeah, they split Davis out wide there. I was wondering how they might use him. They used him as a blocker there, but wasn't enough certainly as the Mustangs come up with a big stop there on 4th down and stop a drive, Chandler, that lasted almost 5 minutes there.
A lot of time on the clock gone by because of the strong run game from Athens Christian. Now Mount Vernon gets the ball back right around the 31-yard line. And, you know, they're going to try to score quick again.
Yep. Ball's going to be in the air, and this offense, like we said, has a lot of different weapons.
Mount Vernon moving left to right towards the northeast end zone here at the Upper Campus Stadium field. Keitel in the gun. Receives the snap, looking, flag on the play, and this one may be coming back to Mount Vernon's way. And it is a false start. So that's the first penalty of the game on Mount Vernon, and that'll back them up 5 yards.
You know, talking to the guys this week, even though it's the 4th game of the season, one of the themes from these players, they're still just really thankful and blessed to be out here playing, because this summer they didn't know if they were going to be playing football, right? So a bunch of kids grateful, and coaches too, to be out here today.
So it's 1st and 15. Keitel will pass, pump fakes, goes long again, intended for Gallinaro, and it is incomplete. Good coverage down the far sideline by Navy Curry to break up the pass.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's one of those guys that they're going to count on all day today to try to slow down this passing game. Made a good play, going step for step right there.
And emailing back and forth with their head coach, Athens head coach Chris Williams. He said it's been a defense by committee and an offense by committee until they could get their big man back, and they did today.
That's right.
2nd and 15. Keitel receives the snap, looks to throw again. Across the middle, and it's caught. It'll be a first down for Mount Vernon to the 45-yard line. And that was Colton Musser who has returned.
Yeah, absolutely, coming back. Colton Musser, coaches were really excited to have him back. Nice combination of size and speed. Ran a great route there. And again, Chandler, you see that these are perfect spirals coming out of Keitel's hand with a bunch of zip on them. And again, one of the reasons why this passing game is so prolific.
15-yard gain. 3rd first down of the game for Mount Vernon. Keitel to throw again. This time across the middle. Gallinaro had it, but he dropped it incomplete. Jonathan Gallinaro, a freshman, caught his first career touchdown pass when Mount Vernon played at Trinity, the 2nd game of the season.
Yeah, coach has been really excited about Gallinaro again this year as well. Anytime a freshman can make a contribution, that's a big deal.
A lot of guys that are freshmen, sophomores that are making big plays so far for Mount Vernon this year. 2nd and 10, ball on the 46-yard line. And we have a stoppage in play, and a flag comes out. And looks like they're going to back up Mount Vernon for another false start. So that's 2 false starts on this drive, and that does not make head coach Wayne Dabbs too happy.
No, but the good news is when you get a passing game like this, you can make up for that pretty quickly. Mount Vernon going with a lot of motion. Sometimes that leads to penalties.
Clock will continue to run. 5:02 and ticking. Keitel receives. Correction, that's not Keitel. It's a direct pass trying to get it to Gallinaro. No, it was Keitel. I thought it was a Wildcat. My apologies. What a throw by Keitel.
Yeah.
Gallinaro almost caught that at the 20. There is a flag on the play. We'll check the flag.
Yeah, flags in the defensive backfield. That'll be an interesting call. They're marching it off like it's against the Eagles.
Not sure what the penalty was, but it moves the chains into Athens territory. And it's a first down Mount Vernon from the 45-yard line.
Chandler, also good to see Sincere Harris back in the game in the backfield. He hasn't played since the opening game. Good to see him. And
he receives the ball
right on cue. Yes.
There you go. But he's brought down by a host of Eagles. Might have gained a yard. Good coverage there by Athens Christian. Smart, because that Sincere Harris, not the tallest guy, but he's got a lot of speed.
Yeah, a lot of speed. Talking about a guy who plays basketball and had 13 steals in one game. That is something else. And if you're going to get 13 steals in a basketball game, that's anticipation, toughness, quickness, intelligence, all those things, and he's got them all.
2nd and 8. Sincere picked up 2 yards on that run. Mount Vernon waiting for the offensive call. They're in the white pants today. Navy blue tops, white helmets. New uniforms for Mount Vernon this year.
Yeah, classic look. I like it.
Keidel flushed. He'll throw it deep. And it is broken up. Curry broke it up. Had a chance at intercepting it, but I think he was a foot behind it.
Yeah, I think Keidel and Mount Vernon lucky there. Get another play here. Ball a little bit underthrown. He was throwing a little bit off that back leg. And while he's got the arm to do it, as you said, certainly Athens Christian a chance to get a big turnover there.
4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon's second series. Trips on the near side for the Mustangs. 2 out on the far side as well. Mustangs love to spread out their opponents. Keidel is flushed out, and he is sacked right around the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that was exactly what this Athens Christian defense needed, and they got it. They didn't bring a huge contingent of fans over there, Chandler, but they're making some noise over there. That was a pretty big play early. You didn't want to go down 14-0 with another touchdown drive there, so to get a sack and put Mount Vernon in punt formation is exactly what they needed there.
Loss of about 6 yards, and Mount Vernon will punt. It'll be Jackson Langley, the junior, to boot it away, and back to receive is Nayland Curry. 3:14 and ticking in the first quarter. Good snap. Kick is high. Spiral. Beautiful kick.
Yeah.
At the 5, Curry will go to the far side. Tries a stiff arm. Breaks one tackle, and now he's finally brought down right around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, a good punt, as you said, by Langley, and then great pursuit by that Mount Vernon special teams unit. You can see their coaches are pleased with that effort.
So we'll go back to the offensive side for Athens Christian. Again, these Eagles are 3-0. They are a member of Region 8 Single A. They're 2-0 on the road this year. I mentioned their win 2 weeks ago against Oglethorpe County. Their other 2 wins, week 1, 22-7 at Walker. Week 2, 43-7 at St. Francis.
And Chandler, this is a team that was 4-6 last year, so to start 3-0 and kind of smelling the playoffs.
Yep.
This is a good bounce back for them.
Williams receives the snap, hands it off to Davis, who barrels it right up the middle, and he's met by a stampede of Mustangs. He's still fighting for yardage. Boy, is he a tough player.
Yep. You can see the respect there with Austin Taylor, one of the linebackers, patting each other on the helmet, respecting the competition.
3-yard gain for Davis. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, you had Austin Taylor in there, Chandler on that. This is one of these kids, great competitor, plays all the sports, plays tennis and baseball, football obviously, and quite a competitor.
2 receivers out to the near side, and we got some movement on the line. That's going to be a penalty on Athens Christian. That's their 3rd penalty of the game. 2 out of the 3 penalties have been false starts. A total of 25 yards lost in the first quarter already.
Yeah, that was 61, Avant Richardson. And I know we already said it, but when you're a running team, you don't want to get behind these chains, especially deep in your own end.
Under 2 minutes to play in the first period. 7-0 Mount Vernon. 2nd down and about 14 for the Eagles. Pass is caught across the middle. Curry still going, and he gets to midfield where he's brought down for a gain of 35 yards.
Yeah, that's a huge play. Huge play, goes without saying. Good timing on that route, and as you said, Curry with some elusiveness after catching that ball.
The 3rd first down for Athens Christian in this contest, 2 of them via the pass.
Yeah, ironically, early on they've had better success throwing the ball.
Williams will dump it across the middle. It's complete to Navy Curry, and Curry gets past the 40 for another first down and a big gain for the Eagles.
Yeah, 2 plays. They're in the inside the 10-yard line on this end, and within 2 plays, they're 50 yards down the field. And picking up the tempo here.
Yep. Handoff to Davis, and he is met and tackled. In on the tackle was Channing Hall for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, the Mustangs were ready for that.
Play lost a yard. So second and a long 12. Under 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Glad you're with us on SUV TV this afternoon. A gorgeous day in Atlanta. Williams receives the snap. Gonna throw. Goes down the far sideline. And it's caught! Touchdown, Athens Christian. Ethan Christian with the touchdown.
Who said this Eagles team wasn't a quick strike offense? That was a perfectly thrown ball.
A 37-yard touchdown. And Johan Fuentes will come on to attempt the point after to tie the game. The holder is Ethan Christian, who just scored. Kick is up, and it is good. 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mount Vernon 7, Athens Christian 7. Back after this on SUV TV. Athens Christian set to kick off. It'll be Fuentes doing the honors again after he just nailed the extra point to tie the game at 7. There's the whistle. And it's a high pooch kick, fielded right at the 25-yard line. Cam Jasper brings it back out about 7 yards. And the Mustangs will take over on first down with 5 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, big time response on that drive by the Eagles. You could see quarterback Caleb Williams wanting to put some of that on himself, and he came out confident throwing the football, took his team down the field for that game-tying score.
So this will be the final play, most likely, of the first period. Gone by pretty quick. First and 10, Mount Vernon. From the 33-yard line, Keidel shovels off to Sincere Harris, and he is met in the backfield for a loss, and that will end the first quarter of play.
Big-time play by 44, Amari Cosby. Tackle for loss.
Call it a loss of about 8, and that brings us to the close of the first quarter. Mount Vernon scored early. Athens Christian scored late in the first period, and at the end of one, we're all knotted up. It's Mount Vernon 7, Athens Christian 7, back after this break on the SUV TV network. Before we start our second quarter, we'd like to thank our sponsor for the ball game. Proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon School, Johnston Orthodontics has a brand new location near City Springs. Board-certified orthodontist Dr. Mark Johnston knows the significance of having a beautiful smile and building confidence in children and adults. Visit smilemakers.net for a free consultation to get the outstanding smile you deserve. We'll switch up sides of the field to start the second quarter. Mount Vernon football from the 25-yard line. Keitel throws complete to Gallinaro, and he tries to cut back towards the middle, but he slipped, fell down, but gets back much of the loss on that Sincere Harris run.
Yeah, it looks like Keitel's looking for Gallinaro early. Not sure if that's part of the game plan or Gallinaro doing a good job getting himself open.
So a gain of 10 on the play brings up 3rd and 5 for Mount Vernon. 11:28 and ticking, just opening the second quarter. 7-7 is your score. Keitel to pass. It is complete to Cam Jasper, who got out of bounds right around the 41.5-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and inches. And it looks like Mount Vernon's going to punt.
Yeah, I mean, you're tempted, right, with 4th and inches, but on your own end of the field, that'd be a tough call to go for that one. Punting unit's on. Punting unit did a good job the last time, too. Probably factors into that call as well.
So Jackson Langley was called upon for the second time this ball game to punt. Curry is back to receive. That's Nayland Curry. Low snap. Langley digs it out, boots it away down the near sideline. It'll take a Mount Vernon bounce and go out of bounds right around the 26-yard line where Athens Christian will take over.
So you're going to have Caleb Williams coming back on the field to lead his team. He's going to be pretty fired up. We mentioned earlier, son of Coach Chris Williams, right? And interestingly, Chandler, you know, Chris Williams attended Athens Christian. He was a quarterback there himself, so Caleb part of a little bit of a legacy here.
And Coach Williams, and our emails back and forth this week, gave his condolences to the Mount Vernon family and school for our unfortunate loss, dear friend, colleague, Ron Hill. And what a classy move.
Yeah, classy guy, and also goes to show the reach that Coach Hill had in terms of impacting others all over the state.
And we know he's watching his Mustangs right now. 1st and 10, Eagles. Hand it off up the middle. Believe that's Davis. Check it, it is Amari Cosby on the run. Play gain, nothing. 2nd and 10.
Mixing it up there, also an opportunity to get a guy the ball after making a huge play on the other side defensively. Give him a carry, reward him.
So 2nd and 10. Clock ticking, just under 10.5 to play in the first half. Caleb Williams looking quickly over the middle, and it's caught. Nayland Curry again with the reception. Brought down right around the 38-yard line.
He was looking at him all the way, staring him down, but it didn't make a difference. Good throw, good catch.
Play gain 9. And so far, Caleb Williams is 6 for 6 by my count.
Yeah, we came in talking about the run. It's been the pass that's been most effective for Athens Christian, and now you're in 3rd and 1. You'd think run here, right, Chandler? Yep. But, you know, the last few runs haven't been positive gainers, so wouldn't be surprised if we throw the ball here. We have 4 wide receivers.
Williams claps his hands, receives the football, will give it up, and met at the line by a host of Mustangs.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Forward progress maybe, but I think he's a little bit short still.
That was Asa Callow with the carry, and he is short of the first down. So play did not gain. It's 4th and a long one.
And no signs of the punt team.
Nope. But you're right. Max, about the assumption, and they have done it all year in running the ball, and that's the cat and mouse game that you play offense, and the defensive coordinator, James McKeel, now has to adjust to.
Yeah, you've got to be able to make those adjustments mid-game.
Williams. And somebody jumped.
I think now we're going to see that punt team.
Yep, it's another false start on the Eagles, their third false start penalty of this game. And that'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be 4th and a long 6. Clock continues to run. Well, will they punt it? The punter is Brooks Byram.
They still got Williams back there. Yeah.
And a line drive punt down the field that takes a huge Athens Christian bounce, and it will be down at the 10-yard line. Little squib kick.
Yeah, you see coaches doing that more and more on all levels, right? Leaving the quarterback out there with these little pooch kicks. And certainly it worked out well there. You didn't have anybody back to receive. Get a good bounce, and now Mount Vernon's starting at the 10.
So let's see how Mount Vernon plays this series. A lot of passing in the early going for Keitel. 6 for 9 by my count. One of those, a 38-yard touchdown to Andrew Douglas in the early going.
Yeah, and we haven't seen much of Andrew Douglas since then.
Yep. We did mention that he had a foot problem going into the bye week. Got some rest last week. Practiced some this week. Game time decision. He may be in and out of the game today. Keitel. He'll throw it. Looking. Lobs it up high, and it's caught by Liam O'Toole down the near sideline. He's brought down at the 45. A flag comes in late. But this is going to go Mount Vernon's way, I believe.
Yeah, I got a face mask call here. Tack on 15 to an already big play, Chandler.
A 35-yard reception to Liam O'Toole. So it'll be first down, Mount Vernon, from their own 48-yard line. The 4th first down for the Mustangs in this game, all of them coming from the pass. No surprise there. Let's see if Mount Vernon can score quick again. O'Toole in the backfield, 3 out to the far side. Keitel receives the snap, blitz, gets rid of it, and it's caught! One-handed catch by Colton Musser, and another Mustang first down as he's moved out of bounds.
Yeah, 2 great plays there. Obviously, the catch by Musser. The throw wasn't perfect, but he made an adjustment, made that catch. And then just at the last minute, Liam O'Toole, in pass protection in the backfield, got just enough of the rushing passer to give Keitel time to throw that ball.
Close to a 20-yard gain. Five passing first downs for Mount Vernon. Keitel to throw again. Good blocking by the line. Going deep across the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended target, but couldn't get it there. And you can see Keitel waiting for the next play call from head coach Wayne Dabbs and J.P. Hogan. I'm waiting for my flea flicker. I've requested it.
Oh, you have?
But I have not gotten it.
Yeah. They listen to you, Chandler?
No, they don't. Probably means why I'm up here. 2nd and 10. Keitel to throw. On the run. Throws. Wide open. Gallinaro. Touchdown, Mount Vernon. 37 yards. And
Yeah.
Gallinaro has his second touchdown of the season.
Second touchdown of the season, and you can see that the senior quarterback has confidence in his freshman receiver. He's been going to him throughout the day today, and great pocket presence by Keitel there, knowing he's got to get out and escape that rush, and took his time and made that throw on the run. And again, Mount Vernon ahead now.
Gallinaro already with 57 receiving yards in this game on 3 catches, including that touchdown. Here's Lavender to attempt the point after. On the way, low kick, it's up, and it's good. So with 6:55 to play in the first half, it's Mount Vernon 14, Athens Christian 7. We'll be right back on SUV TV. So I believe there was a penalty on the point after attempt, so we'll come back and replay that. Looked like maybe a false start on Mount Vernon, perhaps.
Well, they didn't move him back. It's confusing. If it was offsides against Athens Christian, you would just accept the try.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
Well, we'll retry it, see what happens again. High snap, hold is good, kick is up, on the way, and it is good. Same result, 14-7, Mount Vernon with the lead. We'll keep it right here. Proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon School, Johnson Orthodontics has a brand new location near City Springs. Board-certified orthodontist Dr. Mark Johnston knows the significance of having a beautiful smile and building confidence in children and adults. Visit smilemakers.net for a free consultation to get the outstanding smile you deserve. Great drive there by Mount Vernon, Max.
Yeah, absolutely. The second time today that they've been able to use the big-time passing game to get down the field, and now it's time for Athens Christian to respond again. I think, again, if Athens Christian's going to win this game, they're going to have to keep up with the points. They haven't been in very high-scoring games this year, but this, I think they knew coming in here today that they were going to have to score points if they were going to win today. Keep that undefeated season going.
Keitel is 9 for 12 already in this game. So Mount Vernon will kick off right to left. It's a short kick by Lavender, fielded at the 25 by the Eagles, and brought out just past the 40 where Athens Christian will take over.
William Lavender, switch kick fielded by Hayden Kelly. Pushed that bound around the 38-yard line. That'll be an Eagle first down.
6:49 to play in the first half. Thanks for being with us this afternoon as Mount Vernon football returns after a bye week. And Mustangs would love a win here today to get back to 2-2 and have a little bit of a reset.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're glad to be back at home today as well. First home game since September 4th, been almost a month. Glad to be back at home.
Good home crowd. Adhering to the school's COVID-19 protocols. Here's a pitch to Davis. What a cut up the near sideline out of bounds. Wow.
Yeah, a little option look there, and obviously making it a priority to get the ball in his hands, and made a great cut there, as you mentioned.
Play picked up 8 yards. That's his 7th run.
Again, Janaeus Davis had that breakout last year as a sophomore, rushing for almost 1,800 yards. That was a school single-season record, and 18 touchdowns. And then, unfortunately, that ACL injury, which is his second ACL injury, by the way. He's had ACL surgeries on both knees.
Caleb Williams will hand that off. And Davis breaks a tackle, and he's finally brought down on the near sideline. Clock will continue to run. In on the tackle for Mount Vernon was Michael Lotz again.
And we're calling his name a lot. Michael Lotz answering that challenge we talked about earlier to be physical, meet the challenge of this running team, and Michael Lotz up to that challenge.
Another first down for the Eagles. Their second via the rush, fourth overall in the ball game.
Yeah, in a perfect world for Athens Christian, Chandler, they'd love to bleed a lot of this clock and get in the end zone and not leave Mount Vernon very much time to respond here before halftime.
Absolutely. Man in motion. It's Curry. Snap and a give to Curry. Cutting back towards the far side hash. And Curry will pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
Austin Taylor again there in on the tackle. Showing his speed from that linebacker position.
And you're right, Max. These Eagles take their time.
Yep.
They are in no rush.
Well, they're showing a diversity of style here. Right on the last possession, they went fast. They picked up their pace. Now they're slowing it down again.
Second and 7. Williams rolls out to his left, stops, surveys the premises, is caught, and he's sacked at the 40. Ball comes out. Mount Vernon has it. And it'll be Mustang football.
That is a big-time play for Mount Vernon. Changing momentum here in a big way.
Eric Dotter, the fumble recovery. And my, what a momentum swing that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Eric Dotter, a senior who's played a bunch of football during his time here, making a huge play for Mount Vernon. Thought Williams had a minute, that second there to throw that ball away, get it out of bounds, live to play another down, but Mount Vernon defenders got in on him quick, and now all of a sudden quick change, and Mount Vernon's back on offense.
First fumble of the game, also the first fumble lost of the game. So Mount Vernon ball right around the 37-yard line. Boy, punch one in here. That's a big score. Give it to Liam O'Toole, or is that Sincere Harris?
That's
it's Sincere Harris. Yeah. Harris up the near sideline, and he is forced out of bounds right around the 20. But it'll be enough for Mount Vernon first down.
Obviously, Sincere Harris's best carry of the day, got outside, showed his speed and quickness, his elusiveness, and now he's really set up the Mustangs as they are knocking on the door of the red zone.
Play gain 15, first rushing first down for Mount Vernon. 6 first downs overall in the first half so far. And hold everything. We have a stoppage in play, and Athens Christian is going to call a timeout, their second of the half. 4:34 to play. In the first half, it's Mount Vernon 14, Athens Christian 7. We'll step away for a moment on SUV TV. Timeout is over. And like we talked about in our open, Max, it's Sincere Harris, it's Liam O'Toole, it's Andrew Douglas, it's Colton Musser. There are so many options on offense for Wayne Dabbs and J.P. Hogan to look at.
Yeah, and that makes it so much more difficult for the defensive staff, right, at Athens Christian, right? You've got to contend with all these weapons, covering them over the entire field. As you mentioned, Mount Vernon spreads it out. How do you get a handle on all those weapons?
Cam Jasper, Jordan Jasper. Gallinero's been big today so far. Let's see if the Mustangs can punch one in on this drive. 1st and 10. Keitel looking to throw near sideline. It is caught by Colton Musser, and he is brought down by Titus Cummings.
Yeah, Athens Christian really needs a play out of their defense here. They need a sack, a fumble, an interception, something to turn this.
Colton Musser picked up 9. So 2nd and 1.
Offensive coordinator's dream. 2nd and 1. You could attack the end zone here, run the ball to pick up the first down, get a new set of downs. A lot of options here.
They're going to change it to a first
down.
So a first down for Mount Vernon. 1st and 10 from the 12.
Yeah, just outside the 10.
3:45 and ticking. 14-7, Mustangs lead the Eagles.
Wouldn't be surprised with a quick throw out here to the wide side of the field, put pressure on Athens Christian to make a tackle in space.
O'Toole goes in motion now to the far side, overloaded right side. Keitel good with the keeper up the middle, and he is in for the touchdown. 12-yard rush for Blake Keitel, and the Mustangs are on the board again. Great job by the offensive line to create the separation, and Keitel had the parting of the seas.
Yeah, it was a called draw there, clearly. That's why Coach Dabbs, Coach Hogan's so good. I'm up here thinking we're going to throw that quick pass and try to run. That's probably what Athens Christian is thinking, and we see the first quarterback draw of the game. Keitel, strength and speed, takes it in for 6.
So here's Lavender. He's perfect on the day at 2 for 2 on point after attempts. His third attempt is high and good. 3:25 to play in the first half, and Mount Vernon leads by 2 scores. It's the Mustangs 21 and the Eagles 7. Back after this on SUV. So a 12-yard touchdown run by senior quarterback Blake Keitel gives the Mustangs a 14-point lead as they will kick off to the Eagles.
And again, Chandler, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that turnover on the sack fumble there, right? That set Mount Vernon up inside Eagle territory. Those turnovers are game-changing plays. You're Athens Christian, you think you have a chance to tie the game, turnover, and now you find yourself down 2 scores.
And Athens Christian came in allowing just under 7 points a game. They've given up 21 already. Squib kick on the ground, fielded at the 35. It's Ethan Christian who goes to the far side, and he's finally brought down at the 48-yard line in Mount Vernon territory.
Yeah, good starting field position for Athens Christian here. And you really kind of get the feeling like they need to score here right before halftime. You're set up at midfield.
So 1st and 10, officially from the 49-yard line of Mount Vernon. 2 out on each side, snap to Williams, they hand it off. Davis breaks free. He was wrapped up, trying to get out on the perimeter, and he's out of bounds right around the 43-yard line. Picked up 6 yards.
Yeah, we have not seen a breakaway big play from Davis yet, but we've seen his ability to evade tacklers, to break tacklers, and that looked like it might be a tackle in the backfield, and he ends up getting about 7 yards on that thing, getting to the outside. And did you see him, Chandler? Once he was tackled, he sprinted right back to the referee to hand him the ball. Would love to have that kind of energy.
His footwork that we've seen so far is just tremendous.
Yeah.
Under 2.5 to play in the first half. Williams drops back, throws across the middle, complete to Nayland Curry. He will go the distance. Touchdown, Athens Christian, 42 yards.
And again, doing it with the pass. Williams' second touchdown pass of the game. Exactly what they needed. We talked about it. Answer that touchdown. Chance to cut it to 7 here with the point after. Good throw, catch, and run. Athens Christian within a score.
Big play for the Eagles. Nayland Curry with his 4th reception. 92 yards already. Here's the point after by Johan Fuentes. It is up and no good, wide left.
Break for the Mustangs there, certainly. And what a play again by Curry. My goodness.
So with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first half, it's Mount Vernon 21 and Athens Christian 13.
Chandler, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. More than enough time for this Mustangs team to move the ball down the field. You know, quarterbacks like Keitel relish the opportunity to play that 2-minute drill.
So the Eagles will kick off left to right. Mount Vernon will return it. Trying to go to the southwest end zone here at the Upper Campus Stadium Field. A lot of names for this field. Upper Campus Stadium Field, Mustang Field. You gotta get an official name for this place.
Whatever you call it, it's beautiful with the trees in the background.
It is. Kick is taken by Jasper at the 18, and he's out of bounds at the 30. So it'll be 1st and 10, Mount Vernon from their own 30 with 2:09 to play. All 3 timeouts remaining.
Chandler, even if they had no timeouts, I'd still be telling you they're going to get down that field. At least the capability to get down that field with this passing attack. Fun to watch.
We'll see if that missed extra point by Fuentes comes back to haunt the Eagles later in the game. You never know. Certainly did for Mount Vernon in that opener against Whitfield, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So a fresh series for the Mustangs. 3 out to the far side. And Athens Christian jumped all the Eagles. Flew across the line there.
Yeah, couldn't tell if Keitel went with a hard count there to draw him off, or maybe just the Eagles were a little overzealous, but either way we're looking at 1st and 5.
It's the 5th penalty against the Eagles in the half. A total of 35 yards. So like Max said, it's 1st and 5 from the 35. Three out to the far side. Gallinaro, Jasper. Near side, Colton Musser. Snap to Keitel. Give it to Liam O'Toole. Up the middle. Big gain. Brought down right around the Athens Christian 45. A 25-yard gain.
Yeah, Coach Dabbs and Coach Hogan have done a really, really good job mixing up the play calling here, keeping that Eagles defense off balance.
That's the 8th first down for Mount Vernon in this half.
That's it, really? It feels like more than that.
2 via the rush.
Yeah.
Again, spread out completely is this Mount Vernon offense. Keitel receives the snap. No surprise, going to throw. He's hit, lets it go, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Colton Musser.
Yeah, one of the few times that the Eagles have gotten significant pressure on Keitel. Certainly made him hurry up there and throw the ball before he wanted to. Almost got hit as he was throwing.
Well, that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ball just inside Eagle territory at the Athens Christian 49-yard line.
And again, Chandler, you get into this 2-minute drill. This is where coaches love having a senior quarterback, right, who's in control. You can see there's no hurry with Keitel. He's directing traffic. I know the clock's not running, but he's in control of this drive all the way.
90 seconds to play in the first half. Keitel's going to go long, trying to get it to Jasper, and it is intercepted. nailing Curry all over the place in this first half.
For sure. Curry doing it on both sides of the ball. Big time play.
And that gives the ball back to the Eagles. First turnover for Mount Vernon in the ball game.
And he made up some distance there. It looked at first like he might have been beaten. That was going to be a touchdown, and he made up that distance and obviously made a great play on the ball. Not a surprise coming from a guy who's an excellent receiver as well.
So 1st and 10, Eagles from their own 7-yard line. Got a long way to go with 1:20 to play in the first half.
They are literally in the shadows of their own goal line.
Williams will run it right back up the middle and will gain some positive yardage.
Yeah. Again, you get the feeling that Coach Williams over on the Athens Christian side would be more than willing to go in.
Yep.
Down 8 here at the half. Maybe somebody breaks one or something, but this close to your own end zone, you don't want to do anything too crazy.
That was the first rush by Williams. Got about 7 yards, so it'll bring up 2nd and 3. 42 seconds and ticking. Williams looking to pass, going down the far sideline. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah.
That stops the clock at 32 seconds. 21-13, Mount Vernon with the lead.
You know, on that first down play, they got 7 on the quarterback draw. I'm thinking if they didn't get so many yards there, Coach Dabbs might have used the timeout, right? Try to preserve and get another possession there. But now you're interesting. 3rd and 3, right? If you run the ball and don't pick up this first down, don't be surprised to see Mount Vernon call a timeout and force a punt. Empty backfield. All the looks of either a draw or throwing the ball.
Somebody jumped, it looked like, and they did.
And we'll see which way that goes. Looked like it was going to be a draw again. Spread everybody out, run the quarterback. It's one of those ones, Chandler, everybody's either side's pointing at each other.
And the officials are going to talk it over before.
Yep.
And it is offsides on Mount Vernon, it appears. So that will give the Eagles a first down. For Mount Vernon, that is their 3rd penalty of the ball game so far.
And Chandler, not all penalties are created equal. If they can get a stop here, that's not a big one, right? As long as we don't give up a big play here.
31 seconds remaining in the first half. Along with Max Hanston, I'm Chandler Lee. Thanks for joining us for Mount Vernon football on this beautiful fall afternoon in Atlanta on the campus of Mount Vernon.
That's 16, Jack Meddy back there and as a safety. He's a smart guy. You trust him, making sure nobody gets behind you.
Handoff, and breaking away is Davis. You worried about the big play? That's a big play right there. Touchdown, Athens Christian. Davis is back.
I stand corrected on that penalty, Chandler. You just got the feeling at some point he was going to break one, but that is a terrible spot to give up a touchdown run like that.
70 yards.
My goodness. Got through there, broke a few tackles, and it was over.
And you see the ability of Davis once he gets in the open field. He is
Yeah, you could tell
quick.
From our vantage point that one was over. He was there. Looks like they're going to leave quarterback in there. They're going to go for 2 and try to tie this up here right before halftime.
They are with 17 seconds left. Clock will not run, though, with the point after. 2-point conversion. Williams looking to throw, lobs it, and it is out of bounds. And the 2-point conversion fails.
Yeah, good coverage there by William House, forcing the receiver all the way to the sideline. That play really had no chance.
So with 17 seconds to play in the first half, it's Mount Vernon 21, Athens Christian 19. We'll stay here. But that's twice now that we've seen Athens Christian with the ability to make a big play. The run by Davis, and before that, the big pass to Nayland Curry.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we're in for a shootout here this afternoon, Chandler. Yeah, we mentioned that perhaps Coach Williams would be satisfied going to the locker room with a 21-13 deficit. Not when you have Janaeus Davis. Always the chance for that big play, and I'm sure they're glad to have him back, and he's glad to be back.
Johan Fuentes will kick it away. Squibber down the field, picked up at the 28-yard line by Austin Taylor, and he's brought down at the 40. Mount Vernon will have 11 seconds to try to make something happen here before the end of the first half.
Yeah, you've got a kicker with a big leg. You could think about a pass and a timeout and a field goal attempt here.
Good back and forth ball game.
Yeah. But we talked in the open, right, Chandler, about both teams coming in confident for different reasons, and both teams playing with confidence, not being fazed by the other team having a big play, either on defense or offense, going right at each other.
Sincere Harris in the backfield, 3 out to the right for Mount Vernon, and a timeout is called by Athens Christian. That is their third and final timeout. 11 seconds to play in the first half. Proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon School, Johnston Orthodontics has a brand new location near City Springs. Board-certified orthodontist Dr. Mark Johnston knows the significance of having a beautiful smile and building confidence in children and adults. Visit smilemakers.net for a free consultation to get the outstanding smile you deserve. And I would say both offenses for this game are all smiles right now.
Yeah, all smiles right now, and you think about halftime coming up here. Both defensive coordinators going to have some pressure on them to make those adjustments, try to slow the other offense down.
Mount Vernon on the year, allowing 28 points a ball game, and Athens Christian is almost there. We'll see what adjustments defensive coordinator James McKeel makes at halftime. Talk about somebody with dedication.
Yeah.
That man right there, he'll go home and watch film until the early morning hours on Saturday morning. Keitel to throw. It is caught. Andrew Douglas is back in the game. Douglas brought down at the 50 by a host of Eagles with 4 seconds left and a timeout Mount Vernon.
Yeah, took some good shots there, too. You can see him limping a little bit as he comes off. That ankle not fully healed yet. Super tough kid, Andrew Douglas.
10-yard gain for the first down. Ball in neutral territory. So you have 4 seconds here, and I would imagine that Coach Dabbs is going to spread them out and just try to air it out long.
Yep, you got a quarterback with a big arm. Get that ball downfield. Hope you can break a tackle. Maybe even get a pass interference down the field, right, and then get a second play to try to throw the ball in the end zone. A couple different things that can happen here.
Looks like Andrew Douglas is going to rejoin the huddle there, as you see on your screen.
Andrew Douglas, you don't get to be preseason All-State with the AJC without being tough, too. I mean, obviously the talent's there, but the toughness as well.
And the ability to learn from his brothers who win here.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about the legacy on the other side, legacy with the Douglas brothers here, too. Great football players and some of the greatest young men you'll meet, too.
Austin and Justin, both playing college football. Andrew has been offered by Indiana, we know, and I'm sure there will be more to come. Keitel squeaks away, throws it to Douglas on the near sideline, out of bounds, and that will end the first half of play.
Great weather and a great game, Chandler.
Indeed it is. We have reached halftime here at the Mount Vernon School in Atlanta. And your score, it's the Mustangs of Mount Vernon 21 and the Eagles of Athens Christian 19. We'll take a break. As we have reached halftime, we'll come back and have the second half story. All that coming up on SUV TV.
With SUV TV at the CP3 Rising Stars campus.
SUV TV's 2019 NBA Draft Day coverage.
Anthony Edwards Collegiate Decision, presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle TV.
SUV TV brings the game to the audience.
You give a better focus on the actual game at hand. Sometimes you could tell it's just a running camera by itself sitting there, but with SUV TV, it's more of a personal experience.
Just the exposure, being able to see games that you normally wouldn't be able to see, not only here locally, but across the country.
Those angles make you pick up different things as a coach, as an evaluator. They're giving you great quality, nobody talking in the background. I think it brings basketball to the forefront.
Whether it's a family member that lives in a different state, they can watch the game, or just bringing in more coverage for these players, or if it just allows us to raise more money for something like Susan G. Komen. And so I think this event has grown because you guys have been a part of it the whole entire time.
SUV TV has given a different light to kids that don't always get the best exposure.
The commentary that goes along with the games, I think, is always interesting.
Touchdown.
Oh, yes, sir.
It brings something to the table that no other streaming aspect can bring, no matter how hard they try right now.
Dayton Avian Williamson
at the buzzer.
That is how you get the Peachtree Corners Invitational started. And that will do it. Thanks for joining.
Along with Max Hansen, I'm Chandler Lee. We are back for the second half of play. Score is Mount Vernon 21, Athens Christian 19. Let's go through some numbers real quick before we start the second half. Rushing-wise, Mount Vernon collectively as a team, 6 rushes for 52 yards. Blake Keidel was 12 for 15, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. And Mount Vernon had 3 penalties for 15 yards, had 9 first downs in the first half. For Athens Christian, 15 rushes for 120 yards. The leading rusher with 109 yards is Davis. He also had that 70-yard touchdown run late in the second quarter. Caleb Williams, by my count, unofficial stats, 7 for 7, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Eagles had 5 penalties for 35 yards and 4 first downs in the first half. And Athens Christian also lost a fumble as well. Half with Mount Vernon 19. And before we delve into football more, let's give a shout out to some of the other teams on campus, including the Mount Vernon varsity girls softball team led by head coach Mike Edmondson. Huge win against Mount Perrin yesterday. Reagan Hickey, the game-winning 2-run home run, and Mount Vernon is 12-1 going into next week with the postseason looming.
Absolutely, and Coach Edmondson doing a great job with that team. And I remember him telling me 2 years ago, Chandler, when a bunch of these girls that he's got now were young, he said, we're going to be really good. It's just going to take some time, and we're seeing the fruits of his labor and all the hard work from those young ladies starting to pay off.
Volleyball under head coach Sharon Burnett, they are a few games under 500, but they've gotten hot of late. They beat St. Francis this week, who's a tremendous ball club.
Awesome, yeah, right. Like your goal is just to be trending, getting better every day, be playing your best ball at the end of the season, and it looks like they're going to be doing that. And last but not least, the man who is probably the best dressed on campus, next to Wayne Dabbs, I would say, Sam Baruti and his cross-country team. They always do a great job, and so does Coach Baruti and his staff. Yeah, they're always running. I always see them out there, Coach Baruti too, and obviously they're doing a great job as well. One person you will not see running out there is me. Yeah, likewise too. Also, Chandler, we should note our middle school football team with a win yesterday and our JV football team with a win. So hopefully for Mount Vernon here, it could be a clean sweep this weekend if they can finish this one off here against Athens Christian. Athens Christian will receive to start the second half of play. No lights here at Mount Vernon, just past 5:30. We did good in the first half. Yeah. If all holds true in the second half, everything will be concluded right on time. You and I were talking in the break about how good Mount Vernon did containing Davis. 109 yards, but if you take away that 70-yard run, his biggest run before that was only 8 yards. Yeah, and he had some great moves and broke some tackles, but didn't break that one. But you always see with the great backs, right, Chandler, that they have that big play ability at any time. And as a coach going against guys like that, you're always worried that play is going to come, and it did for sure. But again, in the first half, you're reading those stats, amazing efficiency from both of these quarterbacks. I think you said, only 3 incomplete passes combined between the two of them? Yeah. Terrific quarterback play we've been seeing. Will Lavender, onside kick. Who's going to get on it? It is Mount Vernon ball, and it is. Was that Lavender who went right through and got it? It was, I think. He kicked it and recovered it. Unbelievable. Yeah, look at his teammates giving him pats on the helmet and all that. Not the first onside kick we've seen from Mount Vernon this year. So. No. So it's Mount Vernon ball. Right around the 47-yard line of Athens Christian, and that's where they'll start things for the second half with 1 second ticked off the clock. Yeah, 1 second in, and we've already got another huge play, probably the 3 biggest plays of that half, right? The sack fumble, strip sack for Mount Vernon that led to a touchdown, the run by Davis, and now that one, change in possession. Keidel will throw complete on the right side. Ball comes out, and Athens Christian gets it right back.
The pass was complete on a slant across the middle and knocked out, and the Eagles fell on it.
It's a crazy game, Chandler. It's a crazy game. 9 seconds in, an onside kick and then a turnover fumble. And now suddenly the Mount Vernon defense back on the field.
So it'll be Athens Christian ball at their own 34-yard line, 11:50 to go, and 2 big plays in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what the Eagles have drawn up here for the second half offensively. Very balanced numbers running and passing the ball in the first half. Give it to Davis. He'll come to the near side. Stiff arms, stays on his feet, trying to find an opening, puts his head forward and comes down at the 40-yard line. A gain of about 7.
Yeah. You know, I wonder, Chandler, with these shadows coming in now, you'll have quarterbacks throwing out of the shadow, receivers looking into the sun on both sides, or the sun into the shadows. I wonder if that'll play a factor here in this half as well.
Good point.
But obviously they going to feed Davis there like they did, and he does not go down easily.
No. So 2nd and 3 for Athens Christian. Williams fakes the handoff, avoids one tackle, and falls forward at the 45 for a first down.
Yeah, Eric Dotter there with great pursuit. Looked like he had him. Williams got out of that. I think that's Williams, slow to get up. That's not a good sign.
So an official timeout for injury. We'll take one as well. 10:57 to go in the third quarter. Mount Vernon 21, Athens Christian 19. Back after this on SUV TV.
Back here at Mount Vernon. Again, want to mention our proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon School, Johnston Orthodontics. We've got a brand new location near City Springs. Board-certified orthodontist Dr. Mark Johnson knows the significance of having a beautiful smile and building confidence in children and adults. Visit smilemakers.net for a free consultation to get the outstanding smile you deserve.
Well read, sir.
Thank you.
Well
You ever
read.
spend any time over at City Springs, Chandler?
I have not, no. Need to, though.
A lot of good stuff over there for sure. And this is not a good sign.
No.
I think that is Williams, obviously on his back, but you hate to see this. Looks like he's getting up, though.
For all these guys who had to jump through so many hurdles as Williams is helped off the field, all these guys that had to go through so many hurdles this summer, limiting summer workouts, no scrimmages. You know, it's sad to see a player go down because after the cancellation of spring sports, everybody's was anticipating fall sports. We have them, and we're thankful for that.
Sure.
But for a kid like that to go down of that caliber,
playing
is
so
really,
well,
really
playing
tough to
so
see.
Well. You know, and some of the talk coming into this game, you know, we talked about the injuries at the top with Andrew Douglas as well as Davis, and you know, there was kind of some talk, well, it's not a region game, so do we want to put these guys in or not? But, you know, you only get so many football Fridays, and these guys relish the opportunity, and we can only hope that Williams is all right, not too serious, and maybe could even get back in this game.
Taking over at quarterback is Navy Curry.
That ball's
Ball
loose.
is out. It's recovered by Mount Vernon.
Oh, he's still going.
And out of bounds is Austin Taylor.
And not the first time we've called his name. What a big play.
Second fumble loss for Athens Christian. Big recovery by Austin Taylor. And it's Mount Vernon ball, and they're knocking on the door to score again.
Absolutely. You know, defensive coaches always imploring their guys to go after the ball, put helmets and punch that ball out, and frankly surprised you got that with Janaeus Davis. But obviously Mount Vernon taking over inside the red zone with a great opportunity here. Got to capitalize, Chandler.
Let's see what Wayne Dabbs, J.P. Hogan, and the rest of the staff have drawn up here. We got 3 out to the far side. Kyle in the backfield with Liam O'Toole. Colton Musser on the near side. Snap to Kyle. He'll take it himself again, and this time he's brought down inside the 10-yard line, right around the 5.
They've run that play a few times here in the red zone. Mentioned those offensive coaches. They must see a matchup or something that they like there with that play.
And credit the offensive line for creating that spacing.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, again, talking to Blake Keitel this week, he was really, really upbeat about where this offensive line is at this point of the season. Really, really encouraged by that.
Keitel will throw again, incomplete. Pass intended for Colton Musser. It'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Looked like Musser slipped a little bit out of the break there. Obviously threw off the timing there. Now we've got 3rd down.
3rd and goal. A little more than 5 yards to go to punch this in.
Yeah, and as play callers, you might be thinking you got 2 plays to get this in too when you decide what you're going to run here.
Keitel fakes the handoff.
Yeah.
Colton Musser, touchdown, Mount Vernon.
Yeah, you could see that one develop in Chandler right away. Great route run by Musser. The timing with Keitel. Obviously, those are 2 guys that have worked together for a number of years now, in sync, and you could, as we said, you could see that developing. That was easy pitch and catch, and Mount Vernon with a huge touchdown, capitalizing off that turnover.
Now William Lavender will try the point after. He is perfect today on those PATs, 3 for 3. This one to make it 4 for 4, and a 28-19 lead. Kick is up, and it is good.
And obviously that's a big one, right, Chandler? It gives you a 9-point lead. That's a 2-score lead. Lavenders look really good on the kicks today.
28-19, Mount Vernon leads Athens Christian. 9:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break on SUV TV. Big thanks to everyone involved at SUV TV today. All the setup and the production, it has been tremendous. Big thanks to the crew.
Yeah, Lisa and her team have been awesome. You know, Chandler, this is one of those times where I wish maybe we need to recruit a sideline reporter for our next game so we can get an update on Caleb Williams. Not so much whether he's coming back in or not, but more just to hopefully get that report that it's not too serious and he's going to be all right.
Lavender's kick is deep this time at the 5. It is fielded. Navy Curry with it. And we'll bring it to the 35-yard line, and that is where the Eagles will take over. Well, a big series right here for Athens Christian. They need to score to keep it at a one-possession game if they can.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot to ask without your starting quarterback and leader, junior Caleb Williams. But you know, Janaeus Davis isn't happy with that fumble earlier, and he's coming out with a purpose.
Williams is not out there for this series. Navy Curry stays in at quarterback. Snap to Curry. Fakes the give to Davis. He'll take it himself on the quarterback keep. Still going on his feet and knocked out at the 40. 35-yard run and a first down for Athens Christian.
The offense will look a little different. Again, we talked earlier about adjustments during the game. You get a backup quarterback in there. Different style adjustments have to be made. More pressure on Coach McKeel.
Clock ticking at 8:45. Curry claps his hands, crouches down, receives the snap, gives it off to Davis, right up the middle. He's inside the 30, down at the 29-yard line for an 11-yard gain.
Looks like they're going to go fast, no huddle.
The third first down of this half for Athens Christian, all from the rush. They are hurrying it up. Curry gives to Davis again, up the left side, breaking tackles left and right, stutter step, still alive, and he will go in to the end zone for the touchdown. 29-yard run, and just like that, Athens Christian is back in the game. Wow.
As advertised. The response, strong.
$47 yards in this second half already for Davis.
This is fun, Chandler. Back and forth. A lot of great players making a lot of great plays. No doubt.
Fuentes is going to try the point after to make it a 2-point game. High snap. Hold is good. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So with 8:05 to play in the third quarter, it's Mount Vernon 28 and Athens Christian 26. We'll step aside, take a break. As you see there, Davis running it in for the touchdown for the Eagles. .05 to play in the third quarter. Mount Vernon scored at the 9:30 mark when Keidel found Colton Musser. Minute 25 later, Davis for Athens Christian finds the end zone. It's 28-26. Kickoff fielded on the far side by Liam O'Toole, and he's quickly wrapped up at the 27 where Mount Vernon will take over. And you brought up a great point, Max, that we've seen throughout this ball game. Athens Christian has had the ability to answer whenever Mount Vernon has scored.
Yeah, and that's a sign that every coach wants to see in his or her team, right? Is it's a game of ebbs and flows, and there's going to be streaks, and you want to respond. And clearly, on both sides, these kids haven't been fazed by big plays, and they just go out and make plays to answer.
28-26, Mount Vernon by 2 with the ball. Keidel will throw it to Jasper, has some space, and he's knocked out right around the 35-yard line.
If you're watching that play, you see Keidel and you think that's a really easy pass, right? It's a short pass, but he put that right on the money so that Jasper could run after the catch. And you hear on TV all the time at the NFL and college, they talk about the importance of accuracy as a quarterback, and we think about down the field, putting that in tight windows and stuff, but sometimes it's just putting it in the right spot so your guy can make a play after he catches it. Keidel did that there.
Great point. And he's 3 for 3 so far in the second half is Keidel. 22 yards. He'll throw one out to the far side, this time to Sincere Harris. Harris breaks a tackle, and he's close to the first down.
He's close, but I think he's a little short. This is going to be a big third down play here. That's 3rd and a yard, it looks like.
Yep, play gained of about 2, so it's 3rd and 1. Let's see if the Mustangs try to draw him off sides. 7-12 and ticking. Give to Sincere. He's got the first down and more. Up the right side, and he is flung out of bounds at the 40.
Big play.
23-yard run for Sincere Harris.
Looks like a flag over there on the out-of-bounds play, too.
Might have been a horse collar.
Horse collar, or maybe got a hold of the face mask. Couldn't tell from our vantage point. But nonetheless, a huge play from Sincere Harris. His quickness on display again.
Sincere had 21 yards rushing in the first half. That one alone was 23. And as we noted in the first half, talking about Sincere, how quick he is for his size, he was able to bump off a couple of tackles and get that big gain.
Absolutely. Guess there wasn't a penalty there.
1st and 10, Mount Vernon from the Athens Christian 40, and pass is complete to Jasper, and he's met immediately by Nayland Curry,
he's
who
all over the place.
Brought him down.
Nayland Curry, another big-time player. We've seen him on offense and defense all day making plays, always around the football. Big hit there.
Play gained about 3. 2nd and 7. Keitel. Jump pass, and it's incomplete. Smart move, had to get rid of it. It was a busted play. If not, he would have been sacked at midfield.
Yeah, great call. He would have been in trouble there. Did well to get rid of it. Still 3rd down here.
3rd down and a long 6. Mustangs spread it out again. 3 wide receivers out to the far side. Colton Musser on the near side. Liam O'Toole now goes out to the near side as well. Keitel receives the snap, and he goes down at the 41-yard line. The sack made by Mason Ginn.
Yeah, he came there unimpeded off the line with the blitz, and Athens Christian was just rolling the dice that they could get there quick. They did. Keitel sacked.
And that'll bring up 4th and about 14. No question here, you got to punt it away.
No question, you got to punt and hope you can pin them back down there inside the 20 or maybe even inside the 10.
So Jackson Langley.
Yeah, Jackson's been good today.
The junior called upon again. Let's see if he can pin the Eagles inside their own 10. Good snap.
Uh-oh.
Kick is popped up to the right side, and it will be downed by the Mustangs right around the 25-yard line. That's where the Eagles will take over with 5:20 to play in the 3rd quarter.
All things considered, not too bad because they got a good rush on the punter there. It looked for a second like they might get a block. You know, Chandler, something that changed on that drive with Mount Vernon having the ball. They had not got much pressure on Blake Keitel throughout the day. They did on that drive. We'll see if that's something they can keep up, try to take him out of his comfort zone a little bit.
Navy Curry still in the game at quarterback. Snap to him. They give to... Nope, he keeps it. My apologies. I was faked.
Good play.
He's wrapped up on the far side after a gain of about 1 yard.
Yeah, again, credit to the defense there. This is a different looking offense with Navy Curry in the game. Mount Vernon having to adjust on the fly. Good play there.
As good as Caleb Williams is, his first half numbers were 7 of 7, 161, 2 touchdowns. It's a whole different look with Curry back there as quarterback.
Yeah, and he looks confident too. He doesn't look like a backup quarterback, different style, but he looks confident back there. He's going to throw now.
Drops back and escapes trouble somehow. We had him wrapped up, and he's brought down at the 32-yard line. Wow.
Almost got to that 1st down marker. Chandler, we need that yellow line like the big networks.
Yes, we do.
That'll help us out quite a bit.
3rd and 1.
Maybe you could check and see if that's in the athletics budget this week.
I will, yep. Curry jogs back into the huddle to relay the play call. 3:48 to play in the third quarter, 28-26 Mount Vernon.
3rd and short.
Curry going to keep it himself. He has the first down and more. Up the near sideline, stays inbounds, and he's finally met by a few Mustangs. But a big play, 15-plus yards for the first down.
Navy Curry certainly a weapon back there to throw or pass. We've seen the pitch game. That was a draw. A lot of options for the offensive coaching staff over there at Athens Christian.
Eagles had 4 first downs in the first half. They already have 4 here in the third quarter with 3 minutes to play, and that's due a lot to Curry running the ball. From the Mount Vernon 45, Curry hands it off. Davis in the pile, and the whistles finally blow the play dead.
Yeah, I think they gave that one to Cosby again. They gave him a carry 44 in the first half.
It was Cosby, you're right.
Yeah, and they gave him the ball here again there. Obviously more of a bruising back.
Picked up 3.
Yeah.
2:19 and ticking in the third. And again, Athens Christian taking their time. Cosby in the backfield again. 2 receivers on each side. Snap to Curry. Drops back. Looking to throw. And he throws it behind the line, it looked like, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, great pursuit there. Great pressure by the Mount Vernon defensive line. Getting to Curry. Forcing him to try to ad-lib there at the end. Not sure exactly what that was.
He's lucky it went out of bounds, or it could have been a live ball.
Yeah, he is.
That's a loss of about 7, so it'll be 2nd and 17. Clock stops at 1:50 due to the ball going out of bounds. It was a live ball. It was behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, sometimes there you just got to take the sack. I know you want to try to make a big play, but, you know, only a sophomore, so still learning.
Big play here for the Mount Vernon defense because we've seen these Eagles make big plays throughout the first half in this third quarter. Need to get a stop. Man in motion finally, and a flag.
Yeah, 2 receivers moving there. That was an easy one.
And that's going to be a false start. That is the first penalty of this second half for either team. The 4th false start call on the Eagles in the ball game.
It's interesting that Davis hasn't been a bigger part of this drive. Haven't seen him in there at all, actually.
Well, in his return, he has been fantastic. 109 yards in the first half. 47 yards and a touchdown in the second half. 2 touchdowns overall for Davis.
And he's back.
There he is.
Splitting out wide, though.
Yep.
Unless they put him in motion.
Well, let's see what Coach Williams draws up here. Snap to Curry. Fakes. Flag blown. And I think it's going to be another false start. Pass was batted away, but it doesn't matter. The flags were thrown.
And William House was ready down there in coverage. They went for a big play. Play stopped, of course, but William playing through. You love to see that.
And it was another false start penalty on the Eagles. Third and forever.
Yeah.
The ball is on about the 38. The Eagles need to get to the Mount Vernon 35 for a first down. Snap to Curry. Looking to pass. Has time. Goes deep. And it is broken up out of bounds. No flag. Pass intended for Ethan Christian, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, you've got Christian there. You saw him doing the flag signal. He wanted the call there, but at least from our vantage point, looked like good coverage. Big hold there for Mount Vernon to get the ball back here.
93 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs lead it by 2.
That's a good sign. We see Andrew Douglas coming out to return this punt. It's a good sign he's healthy, and more times we can get the ball in his hands, the better.
Sophomore Brooks Byram is the punter for Athens Christian. He will boot it away. Let's see if Andrew Douglas can make some magic happen. Punt is end over end. Gets a Mount Vernon bounce, and it's down at the 30-yard line. That's where Mount Vernon will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, it wasn't a great punt, but if you're Athens Christian, you're pleased that the ball didn't get in Andrew Douglas's hands.
Well, let's see if Blake Keitel can continue his excellence here in the second half. He's 5 for 5. Just under 30 yards. If he has another half like he did in the first half, he's going to throw for nearly or over 400 yards, which is just incredible. Keitel in trouble on this play. Throws it across the middle. It's complete for the 1st down and more. Jack Meddy with the reception. A 28-yard gain and a 1st down for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, again, Keitel throwing on the run there. Shows you can make all the throws out of the pocket, on the move, takes his time, found the open receiver. Big play for Mount Vernon, and unfortunately another Eagle on the ground injured here.
Yep, another Athens Christian player is down. So while the trainers attend to him, we'll take a break. 1:06 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's a 2-point ball game. Mount Vernon 28, Athens Christian 26. Back after this message. SUV TV.
Tamara Brown with SUV TV at the CP3 Rising Stars campus.
SUV TV's 2019 NBA Draft Day coverage.
Anthony Edwards Collegiate Decision, presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle on SUV TV.
SUV TV brings the game to the audience.
You give a better focus on the actual game at hand. Sometimes you could tell it's just a running camera by itself sitting there, but with SUV TV, it's more of a personal experience.
Just the exposure, being able to see games that you normally wouldn't be able to see, not only here locally, but across the country.
Those angles make you pick up different things as a coach, as an evaluator. They're giving you great quality, nobody talking in the background. I think it brings basketball.
Whether it's a family member was in a different state, they can watch the game, or just bringing in more coverage for these players, or if it just allows us to raise more money for something like Susan G. Komen. And so I think this event has grown because you guys have been a part of it the whole entire time.
SUV TV has given a different light to kids that don't always get the best exposure.
The commentary that goes along with the games, I think, is always interesting.
Touchdown.
Oh, yes, sir. It brings something to the table that no other streaming aspect can bring, no matter how hard they try right now.
Game time! Avian Williamson at the buzzer. That is how you get the Peachtree Corners Invitational started. And that will do it. Thanks for joining us.
Along with Max Hansen, I'm Chandler Lee. Thanks for joining us for Mount Vernon football on your Friday, October the 2nd, 2020. And an injured player on the field still for the Athens Christian Eagles. Has not gotten up yet.
It's done a while. So he can get up now. Looks like he's going to get a touchdown on that right leg. Chandler, you mentioned the piling up for Blake Keitel here. He had 408 yards in the opening game against Whitfield, and he may surpass that today.
Being helped off the field is Avant Richardson, sophomore linebacker, and he is really struggling. So we'll keep him in our thoughts, hope he can get a speedy recovery. That, along with the quarterback for Athens Christian going down, does not bode well for the Eagles.
Mentioned how much has been the weight rooms, film rooms, practice fields. Just hate to see that.
1st and 10, Mount Vernon from the Athens 43-yard line. 28-26, Mustangs lead by 2. Clock will start. Keitel with O'Toole in the backfield. We'll change up the play call now. Snap to him. Has time. Goes deep for Jasper, and it's overthrown. He was open, just overthrew it by a couple steps.
And you don't mind that, right? You know, you put that in a place where your guy has a chance to get it, the other guy doesn't. Looking for a big play. Coming off that little delay there. Keitel showing off the arm. Still 2nd down.
And you look at Blake Keitel, he's not the biggest quarterback. He's not the most mobile quarterback, but I think where he excels, where some other quarterbacks may not excel so much, is he is just tremendously smart.
He's smart. He's accurate. Makes good decisions.
Handoff to O'Toole this time, and Liam O'Toole gets to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I really like that play call there. Get a little bit of chunk of yardage, thinking ahead, 3rd down, maybe even 4th down, getting further into territory. Like that play call there, you got 2 plays to pick up 5 yards here now.
22 seconds and ticking in the 3rd quarter.
Let's see if they want to run a play here before the end of the quarter.
It's been a good ball game, back and forth. Both teams have been able to answer. Snap to Keitel, looks right, gonna go deep again, and it is incomplete, and a flag comes out. Gonna be pass interference on Athens Christian.
And that was a good throw. He put just the right amount of air under that to let his receiver get there.
Jack Meddy was the intended target, and the official saw some contact and immediately threw out the handkerchief.
Yeah, I see the Athens Christian coach on the field. Not sure if he's upset with his guys or the officials there.
So it is pass interference.
And not surprisingly, the Athens Christian side not real pleased with that call.
That's the 8th penalty of the game on Athens Christian. The clock is at 0, but due to the penalty, I believe Mount Vernon will get one more chance to run a play here.
Yeah, I know a game can't end on a defensive penalty. Not sure about a quarter. Need to brush up on my Georgia high school football rule book, Chandler.
So, yes, they will get one more play. First down, Mount Vernon after the penalty. Ball on the Athens Christian 20. Keitel drops back, looks left, lets it fly. Caught! And out of bounds.
Andrew Douglas.
And that'll end the 3rd period. So that's the end of the third quarter. Mount Vernon 28, Athens Christian 26. 12 minutes to play in an exciting ball game. We'll take a break. Be right back on SUV TV. "12 minutes remaining as we have reached the fourth quarter of play, 28-26 Mount Vernon, and the Mustangs are knocking on the door. First and goal from the Athens Christian 9. Boy, a score here would be huge. 3 receivers near side, 1 out to the far side. O'Toole goes in motion. Keitel keeps it, and he's brought down at the 5, but a flag comes in. We might have a horse collar.
Yeah, it sure looked like it from here.
And Keitel's down. Blake Keitel is down at the 5. His helmet's off. But now he's back on his feet. That's a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, Chandler, you know that they started throwing flags on that horse collar a couple years ago, and that's why, because it's really easy to hurt somebody when you tackle them from that neck area. I thought that was a pretty easy call there. It'll be a first down. That'll bring Luke Barnes into the game.
Yep. Luke Barnes, backup quarterback. Keitel, we assume, is okay. He's walking around on the sideline. Seems fine. Just going to check him out just to make sure. First and goal from the 2. Snap to Barnes. He'll hand it off, and Liam O'Toole is wrapped up.
I think he lost a yard there.
Yep, he did.
Keitel coming back in. That's a good sign. And we talked about Janaeus Davis earlier and his rehab and recovery from the ACL. Of course, Blake Keitel with foot surgery last year that ended his season prematurely. Long road back for him. He said this week, obviously he's feeling good, but the rhythm is fully back, the rhythm and the timing after a few games.
So Keitel back in. 3 receivers out to the near side. Snap to Keitel. Fakes the handoff. Blake will run it in himself for the 4-yard touchdown.
Yeah, again, we've talked about his throwing all day, but when they've gotten in the red zone, they really like to use Blake Keitel as a runner today, and he certainly has delivered. And obviously, after that penalty in the horse collar, he wanted to come in and finish off that drive, and he sure did. Chandler, huge extra point coming here, makes it a 2-score game if William Lavender can complete this.
He is a perfect 4 for 4, just to make it 5 for 5. Snaps good, holds good, kick on the way, looks good, and it is. 11:05 to play in the game. Mount Vernon with a big score from Blake Keitel, who rushed it in from 4 yards out. Back after this on SUV TV. So Mount Vernon will kick to the Eagles. And all game, Max, the Athens Christian squad has answered when they needed to. Can they do it again with 11:05 to play in the fourth?
Yeah,
with their quarterback who has been out.
Yeah, they're gonna need to. Only 11 minutes left, and obviously the Mount Vernon offense has shown an ability to move the football all day long. So, gonna be tough sledding if they're not able to score on this drive.
Kick by Lavender all the way to the 6-yard line, returned by Navy Curry. Flag comes flying in, and Curry is brought down at the 29, and we'll check the flag.
You don't often see your quarterback returning kicks before starting a new series, but when you got guys as talented as Navy Curry is, you want to get him the ball as much as you can.
And another Athens Christian player is down. It appears the penalty was on Mount Vernon, possibly a chop block.
Unfortunately, Chandler, the trainers have been busy today.
Hmm.
We got so many trainers that do good work helping these kids out. Of course, here at Mount Vernon, Ryan Hart and his team keeping our guys healthy.
Player down on the field. While we have a moment, we'll thank our sponsor for this ball game.
Again, proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon School, Johnston Orthodontics, has a brand new location near City Springs. Board-certified orthodontist Dr. Mark Johnston knows the significance of having a beautiful smile and building confidence in children and adults. Visit smilemakers.net for a free consultation to get the outstanding smile that you deserve. We thank our sponsor, Dr. Mark Johnston.
Absolutely. Athens Christian players still down. With 10:55 to go, the Mustangs have opened up a 9-point lead, 35-26. Mount Vernon will be back in action next Friday night at Georgia Walton. That game is in Monroe, Georgia. And our next telecast, if you're wondering, will be October the 16th here at Mount Vernon, as the Mustangs will welcome Loganville Christian. And that will begin region play for the Mustangs.
And Chandler, that was Navy Curry down.
Wow.
There.
So that could be a...
Yeah, but it looks like number 11, Caleb Williams, back in the game. So good to see him healthy and back in the game for Athens Christian.
So it's Athens ball at the 43-yard line. After the penalty, snap, give to Davis. He bounces off one Mustang and is brought down right around the 47-yard line. Play gain of 5. Only his 5th carry. Talking about Davis this half, as to compared to 10 in the first half. But still 10.5 to go. So it's 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard gain. Curry in motion, handoff up the far sideline, and enough for the first down.
Yeah, we came talking in about Janaeus Davis, but other weapons certainly here for Athens Christian at the quarterback position. Nayland Curry, Navy Curry, Caleb Williams at quarterback. It's a good football team. You can see why they were excited coming in and why they have playoff aspirations.
Last time Athens Christian made the playoffs, 2016, went 7-4 that year, lost in round one to Mount Pisgah 35-26. So it's been a long drought for the Eagles, and they want to get back in that postseason for sure. Snap and a give to Davis. Davis is quickly met by a host of Mustangs and brought down around the 39-yard line.
A couple of inside runs there for Janaeus Davis. Surprised they're not trying to get him out on the edge. Give him some space, see if he can break one like he did at the end of the first half.
That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, they're still moving methodically. Down 2 scores, under 10 minutes. They're going to have to be really efficient here and move quickly.
.9:20 and counting. 2 receivers out on the left. Davis in the backfield, so is Cosby. Called his name a few times here in the second half. A receiver out on the far side and a flag. False start on Athens Christian.
Yeah, Chandler, I got to say, you made that comment about not too many flags in the second half, and as soon as you made that comment, the flags have been coming out regularly.
That's the 5th penalty on the Eagles in this second half.
Yeah.
10th overall in the ball game compared to Mount Vernon's 4. Second and a long 12 for the Eagles. Snap to Williams. He'll throw. It's complete to Curry. And the Eagles get about 6 back there. Bring up 3rd and 7. And that clock is keeping on running.
Yeah, you feel some big moments here. You got 3rd down, 4-down territory. 2 plays here needing to pick up a 1st down. If you're Athens Christian, you want to get the ball in the hands of your best guys.
Caleb Williams receives the snap. Looking long, goes long to the sideline, incomplete, intended for Ethan Christian. And that will bring up 4th down and an interesting decision for these Eagles.
Yeah, I think down 2 scores, I think you got to go for it. Good, really good coverage there by Cameron Jasper.
And another player down for the Eagles. I don't know if it's Caleb Williams or not. Well, it's 4th down and about 7 to go. Ball is on the Mount Vernon 39 and a player down for Athens Christian. Let's take a short break here on SUV TV. Well, unfortunately, another player is down for the Eagles of Athens Christian. Just hope it's not their quarterback. But I don't see him in the huddle.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it is.
7:45 to play in this one.
Yeah, it's one of those things. The first time he got hurt, it looked like it was an ankle. And, you know, anybody who's played sports, you know, you twist that ankle, it's easy to twist it again right away.
Still on his back. Now he looks like he's going to get up to his feet. It is Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
We'll see if he stays in or not. Walking gingerly towards the sideline. I think by rule he has to come out due to an injury timeout. So another quarterback for Athens Christian. It is 4th down.
Appears Navy Curry's back in there.
So Navy Curry returns. Caleb Williams exits. 4th and 7 for the Eagles with the clock running now. They need the first down. Throw across the middle, and it's almost picked off. It's incomplete. Austin Taylor, who's had a big game for Mount Vernon, got his hands on that one and broke it up.
Yeah, we've called his name several times. Big pass break up there. Mount Vernon going to take over with an opportunity to grow this lead.
So it'll be Mount Vernon ball on the Mustangs' own 39-yard line.
You know, Chandler, this will be interesting, the way this drive unfolds for Mount Vernon and Coach Dabbs and Coach Hogan and the play calling here. Typically this is when a team would put the ball on the ground and try to use some time, but Mount Vernon clearly a team, the Mustangs, that like to throw the ball all over. We'll see how aggressive they stay here.
3 receivers near side, 1 out to the far side. Keitel will run it straight up the chute, and he's met by a host of Eagles led by Navy Curry on the tackle. That keeps the clock running. There is a flag, though. We have a hold.
Oh, boy.
And it's a hold on Mount Vernon. So that'll back up Mount Vernon. Ten yards from the spot. And it is 1st down and 20. Tough holding call right there.
Sets you back.
.709. Is a give to Sincere Harris. Harris up the near sideline, and he is out of bounds right around the 45. So that got some of the yardage back.
Yeah, that was a great run by Sincere Harris. He got to the outside a couple times. He's got out there today to make big plays for Mount Vernon, and certainly helps dig you out of a 1st and 20 hole there.
A pickup of about 13 yards for Sincere Harris. Has 36 yards rushing so far in this second half.
I know Coach Dabbs and that staff glad to have him back.
7 minutes remaining. Mustangs will hand it off. And Liam O'Toole gained a few yards. Actually didn't gain anything. So that brings up 3rd and 7. This is an interesting spot right here. 6:35 and ticking. You need a first down.
Yeah, you've got a senior quarterback. You can trust him to throw the ball here if that's what you want to do.
Keitel will throw. Get it to Sincere. Sincere Harris up the far sideline. He's got enough for the first down. Big play by Mount Vernon.
Yeah, absolutely. That was Keitel again putting it on Sincere Harris in a way where he can catch and run and use his speed, and huge first down there, and it's going to take another chunk of time off this clock as they go here.
Harris now with 10 receiving yards in this contest. 35-26, 6:20 to play in the game. Hand off to Liam O'Toole. And O'Toole got a couple there. Bring up 2nd and 8. And this is where you let that play clock 40 seconds tick and tick and tick. Blake Keitel receives the snap. He's going long. Andrew Douglas, can he get there? It is incomplete. For a second there, I thought the official was grabbing his penalty flag, but he did not. And that brings up 3rd down.
I think that was 9, Ashton Bryant on the coverage. Great defense there, staying with Douglas, and certainly Mount Vernon looking to take a shot there and really put this thing away.
Clock stops on the incomplete pass at 5:34.
If you're Athens Christian, you feel like you got to have this stop here.
Incomplete by Keitel as he tried to get Colton Musser cutting across the middle. And that brings up 4th down, and the Mustangs will be forced to punt it away.
Blake Keitel's pass, intended to Colton Musser, ball is incomplete. 4th down and 7.
Nayland Curry back to receive this punt. We've seen his talent on display all day today.
Jackson Langley will kick it away. Good kick. Nice spiral.
Yeah, really good kick.
Dropped by Curry. Ball loose. Recovered by Mount Vernon at the 1-yard line. Edward Hires got in there. And it's Mount Vernon ball, 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, obviously that's a huge play in this game. Could be the play that seals this game. But we got to give Jackson Langley credit on that punt there. That was a great punt angle down into the corner, and Curry had to move a long way to come catch that ball on the run. Obviously bobbled it, and the Mount Vernon coverage team down there to recover the fumble. Mount Vernon able to punch this in here, and they're in really good shape.
3 fumbles for Athens Christian today, all of them lost.
Yeah, that one might do them in here.
1st and goal from the 1. Keitel receives the pass, gives to Sincere Harris, and Harris is stopped. Great tackle by number 68, Cameron Foster.
Foster's trying to say that he took that ball out of Sincere Harris's hand. After the collision, he came out of there with it, but I think forward progress was stopped.
Sincere Harris is going to come out. Spencer Corley will come into the game. Sincere picked up about a 1/2 yard. The nose of the football is inches away from the goal line. 4:35 and counting on the clock. 35-26, Mustangs lead it. Give to Spencer Corley, and he stopped short. A loss of 3. And a nice tackle by Cosby.
Yeah, the Athens Christian defense has been up to the challenge here. 2 great stuffs of the run. That ball, obviously was recovered at the 1. They're back at the 3 now, so a chance to make a play here on 3rd down. But good news for Mount Vernon, that clock continues to run, right, Chandler?
Yep, under 4 minutes. 1st and goal from the 3. Keitel will pass it. Caught. Touchdown, Mount Vernon. Jack Meddy with the reception.
Yeah, different player, Chandler, but that was the same route that Colton Musser ran on that touchdown at the other end in the 3rd quarter. And Meddy for the touchdown, and a big one for Mount Vernon. Good timing again with Keitel.
4th touchdown pass of the day by Blake Keitel. They've all been to somebody different, spreading the wealth. Jack Meddy, Andrew Douglas, Jonathan Gallinero, Colton Musser, as the point after by Lavender is on the way and good. So the Mustangs, with the big score, they lead it 42-26. And we'll take a break. Jack Meddy scores the touchdown. Mount Vernon Football, SUV TV. Three minutes, 40 seconds to play, and Mount Vernon is up by 16, and this one, for all intents and purposes, should be over. But never say never.
Yeah, and still a 2-score game at 16. That's 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, but a lot would have to happen here, and a good kickoff coverage effort by Mount Vernon here would go a long way. And
here's Lavender's kick. He's going to kick it short. Fielded at the 45 by the Eagles. And a return. Ball's out, but it was down by contact. Ball was down.
Yeah, I think he was down, yeah.
The returner was Ethan Christian, and he picked up about 5 yards on the return.
Yeah, of course, when that happens right in front of the bench, you're going to have a bunch of people getting excited and pointing the other way and doing all that kind of stuff, but the referees were all over that one. He was down, and we'll see what Athens Christian's got left here.
Well, whatever they have left, they have to do it in a hurry. 3.5 to play. And as you said, down by 2 scores. And they're going to have to run that hurry-up style of football like we've seen them do throughout the game and be successful at it.
Yep.
Navy Curry is the quarterback. A give to Davis, now a reverse, now a back to Curry. He's going long, and it is incomplete. A little trickery.
He was going for Davis.
Yep, Davis was the intended target. He had it. And as he came down, it fell out of his hands.
Yeah, he was mad. You could see he thought he had that one.
And we have a flag on the play, roughing the passer.
Can you have roughing the passer after you've done all those pitches? I don't know. All the flea flicker stuff there? I guess so.
I think the argument would be you're still behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay. You're not a runner at that standpoint, I guess.
Yep.
Well, they're going to protect quarterbacks. That's a good thing.
So a personal foul roughing the passer on Mount Vernon. And it's 1st and 10 from the Mount Vernon 40 for Athens Christian. 3:20 to play. Curry, the quarterback, rolls out to his right, throws off balance down the sideline, and it is incomplete.
That was Navy Curry looking for his brother, Nayland Curry. That was a really good throw, wasn't it, Chandler?
It was a beautiful throw.
On
and
the
I think
run.
Sam Landers broke that up.
Yeah.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Mustangs did well to defend there.
Eagles are spread out. Curry to throw. Threads the needle. Now on the run. Goes right. And he's brought down after a gain of about 7.
And Austin Taylor there again, and a big play there keeping him from getting a first down because now that clock's still going to run, right?
And it looks like Athens Christian called a timeout just to stop the clock. Nope, they're going to continue to run it. So 2nd down and a long 3. Curry rolls out to his right, finds an opening, has the first down, now cuts back towards the middle of the field, still on his feet, ball's out, and the Eagles have recovered it. Right around the 20 is where Curry went down. What a run.
Yeah. Talented young guy, we said earlier, a sophomore. Think about what a bright future he's got at Athens Christian for sure.
1st and 10 Eagles from the 20. Clock running at 2:20. Curry drops back to pass, going towards the end zone, and it's incomplete.
That was a big collision. Holy smokes.
It was.
Yeah.
Take a look at that again. Wow. That was Cam Jasper who...
Yeah, he looks like he's all right, so that's good, but that was a big collision. Yeah.
He went airborne.
Yes, he did.
Glad he's okay. 2:05 to play. 2nd and 10. Curry rolls out to his left. He'll keep it and will run out of bounds. Curry picks up about 4 yards and stops the clock.
Smart play there by Austin Taylor. You saw him riding him to the sidelines, and they kind of got to the sidelines, and he let loose there, not wanting to get a penalty. Smart play.
Mustangs a minute and 56 seconds away from their 2nd victory of the 2020 campaign. Snap to Curry. He'll keep it. Tries to go through the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of a few. And then we have a timeout, Athens Christian, with 1:48 to play.
I think that might have been Michael Lotz again. He's at a big game here today for sure.
While we're at it, let's thank our advertiser one more time. What do you say?
Let's do it. Of course, proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon School, Johnston Orthodontics. That brand new location near City Springs. Board-certified orthodontist Dr. Mark Johnston knows the significance of having a beautiful smile and building confidence in children and adults. Chandler, that website, smilemakers.net, for a free consultation to get the outstanding smile you deserve.
Big thanks to Johnston Orthodontics for their sponsorship for this ball game today. Mustangs again are back in action next week on the road. That is at George Walton. 7:30 kickoff for that game. And then 2 weeks from today, we're back here on SUV TV as we start region play, as Loganville Christian comes to town. And you get a win here, and then you could possibly get 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know Coach McKeel's defense here, only giving up 1 touchdown in the second half, would like to keep them out again.
Yes. Good point. McKeel's done a great job in this second half. Curry under pressure, and he is down. Austin Taylor again.
There he is again. You know, Chandler, way back when I coached him in middle school basketball, Austin Taylor. Enjoyed coaching him. Great kid, smart kid. Like we said, plays all the sports, competitor. You've seen that on display here today.
That was the 4th down run for the Eagles, so it's a turnover on downs. It gives the ball back to Mount Vernon, and I think we can pretty much say this one's over.
Yep, expect nothing but a few runs here, and
Give it off to Sincere Harris. Harris picks up a few yards.
Sincere Harris carries the ball.
And Athens Christian will call a timeout.
Yeah, I like that from the Athens Christian side. I mean, as we've said, like, this game has largely has been decided for the most part.
Right.
But what are coaches preaching to players all the time? You play to the end. You don't give up. You keep fighting or whatever. And so I like that.
Well, we talked about in our open, would Davis be available for Athens Christian? He was, and he made a significant impact, but Mount Vernon had answers for that and some all afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, just talking to some of the players and the coaches this week about Davis and the wonder whether he's going to play or not. But, you know, they were hoping he would play, right? Yep. You want to play people at their best and take on that challenge. And I'm sure, like we talked about, Coach McKeel and his defense feels good about this second half performance for sure.
Second down and 8 after the few yards that Sincere Harris got. He receives the ball again, goes up the middle, and he's brought down at the 36, 37-yard line for a Mustang first down. That'll move the chains and keep the clock running.
Yeah, I think one of the takeaways for Mount Vernon from this game, aside from being excited about the win, is you've got Sincere Harris involved both in the running game and the passing game, establishing him as a weapon. That's a big deal moving forward.
70 seconds left in this one. Mustangs with the victory formation.
It's good to see, Chandler, that victory formation.
Now Vernon will kneel it with 55 seconds to play, and the Mustangs are that much closer to evening their record at 2-2 and handing Athens Christian their first loss of the season.
Yeah, and I think, you know, again, I think Coach Dabb's got to be really pleased, too. This game was 28-26, right, hanging in the balance, and his offense and defense both responded from that point on and really solidified this game. And if you're Athens Christian, I mean, we talked about them wanting to make the playoffs, being hopeful for the playoffs. This doesn't change that. They've got a really good football team.
What a game. Coming off of a victory at Mount Perrin 2 weeks ago, a bye week last week, the Mount Vernon Mustangs are now at 500 on the year as they have defeated these Athens Christian Eagles. 42-26 is the final score as the clock reaches 0. An all-around great performance offensively and defensively for Mount Vernon for the full duration of the ball game.
Yeah, absolutely, and we said it especially in the second half. After they had that one touchdown in the second half, Mount Vernon's defense really stepped up again. A lot of credit to Coach McKeel for making those in-game adjustments, especially with the quarterbacks going back and forth, right? Great job by Coach McKeel. And, again, Blake Keitel as advertised, and as you astutely pointed out, Chandler, him really spreading the ball around to a bunch of different receivers. That's always great for your team chemistry, too. So a really good day for Mount Vernon football as they start to, you know, they'll enjoy this tonight, and then they'll start thinking about the next game right away here. So good day for Mount Vernon.
The final, it's Mount Vernon 42, Athens Christian 26. Max, enjoyed it. We'll do it again in 2 weeks.
All right, thanks, Chandler.
Mount Vernon's back in action next Friday at George Walton, and then we'll have the call 2 weeks from today on the 16th against Loganville Christian. For Max Hansen, for our entire crew here at Mount Vernon, for the entire crew of SUV TV, who did an excellent job this afternoon into the early evening hours, my name is Chandler Lee. You've been watching Mount Vernon football, and it's been right here on SUV TV. So long, everybody.